you Joe at the Gledica when I'm me. It don't yet live hachi. Emiawo nya tosinu. No vevye nye di do emiado quito di. Memiado li he memiade nimbalo alek bebe. Den yingba wo nyo, den yingba wo peple. Ale si lele go, si peke wanoda. Den yingba wo nyo, den yingba wo peple. Ale si lele go, si peke wanoda.
Okay, so good morning once again. Another brand new week is here. This is Afenya Media, and for those of you who might be new to what we do here, this program is called From the Papers, where we go into the newspapers and as much as possible bring you all the issues within the papers, especially its front pages. We try as much as possible to make it objective, fair, and transparent. And so my name is Dumevi Kwame Apollo, and today, just as usual, I am here to take you through the newspapers. Now, this very weekend has been so busy for a number of schools in Cape Coast, right? Where we see some schools putting up or coming up with their anniversaries or speech days. Agri Memorial was then, Holy Child was then. Also, at this school, at this other college, also had theirs, and those who follow us saw that on Saturday, where we brought you over 5 hours live uninterrupted feed from Addis Adel College. Let's say good morning to all the Santa Clausians, especially the Millennium Year group, and hoping to see you next year. So next week, God willing, we will be in next year, God willing, will also be in Hope, where we will bring you that of Ola Girls Senior High School. And so just join us like the way you joined us when we did for Wesley Girls, when we did for a disco, and now it's time for Ola. So if you see, as a school, an organization, an institution, an individual, a church, a party, you want a funeral as a family or anything telecasted, streamed live for you, don't forget to call in Afenya Media, where we bring you uninterrupted and clear video production. Again, my name is Dumevi Kwame Apollo, and I will be running you through the newspapers for this morning. Now, let me also remind you of what we do here at Afenya Media. It's not just about we sitting to do the news programs. We are also interested in ensuring that your programs are aired, your programs are telecasted, your programs, anything that you want to do, any program at all, just give us a call. If you want to come help you cry by showcasing it, we are going to do it for you. If you want us to come and help you enjoy, we'll do it for you. Just call us on 0244 197 535 0244 197 535, and we will be there with you throughout that period. 7:41 is the time, and it's also time for me to go into the newspapers for you this morning. I'm starting from the Daily Dispatch. The Daily Dispatch. Now, what is the Daily Dispatch saying? The first one says, I did not pay $2 million to fund Accra Sky Train projects. Joe Gatti is on that one. So this few days he's been questioned. He's been questioned on the issues with the Sky Train. I remember this Sky Train issue actually also started when Honorable Ekumfi, yes, was also being arrested and currently under investigation. And so yeah, we want to see what will happen from here. Now he's also referring people, or referring his accusers to the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, GIIF, so that they you can do your checks from there. That is what he's telling them. Don't just accuse me. Ask GIIF. Alright, then this one also says declassified US documents show the CIA was behind Kwame Nkrumah's overthrow. President Mahama. So President Mahama is also on this one in the Daily Dispatch, saying that all documents that were once secret documents, which has now been made available, shows that the Central Intelligence Agency in the United States were behind Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's overthrow. And I don't know why we are always doing this. I don't know why, but that is it in the Daily Dispatch. Let me move in and bring you the Custodian. It says NPP will bounce back. Afenyomakin gives hope to party supporters. So the minority leader, Honorable Alexander Kwamina Afenyomakin, is telling the party supporters to relax. They should take heart, because truly the New Patriotic Party will not end here, and that the New Patriotic Party will surely get back to its feet. Alright, so it will get back on its feet. And then also, this one says Parliament picks leaders of committees. Parliament picks leaders of committees, and I see a few people over here. I see Abujinapo here. I see Kwejopon Nkrumah here. Dr. Chiampong is also here. And yes, so that is. And then Honorable Buama is also here. I hope that what the paper wants us to know is that these people are the leaders, or are leaders of various committees that will be set up or has been set up. Now, this one says Doomsok torments Mahama's government. So I saw on a friend's status where he said, what did he say? He said 3 hours of light and 6 hours of what? Blackout. So you have light for 3 hours, and in 6 hours you don't have it. We are praying that the government will work on it, whatever it is. It does not escalate into any big issues that will be very difficult for us to solve as a nation. Let's go to the Daily Graphic. Daily Graphic 2025 budget tomorrow aims to address hope and aspirations of citizenry. So tomorrow the government will read or will present its budget, and this will be the very first budget of this government for this period. And so we are hoping that yes, it will bring back the hope. It would be able to aspire the citizens to believe, especially in the government. And just Saturday, I saw pictures and depicting the finance minister going to the market, talking or conversing, having some interactions with market women up and down. And I've been asking myself, yes, in fact, it is a good thing to do. At least it's a good thing to say, come on, let me visit the market women. It's a good thing to get to them. It's a good thing to visit them. It's a good thing to always interact with the people who are the end receivers of whatever government comes out with. But I just had a few issues. If tomorrow is the budget presentation, I'm sure a lot of things, in fact, about 80 to 90% of things wouldn't change. And so that visit to the market, as much as I believe it is very important, should have happened at least a week ago. Then it will also help the minister to be much informed about what he was going to put in the budget. All the same, it is still a good thing. President Mahama begins visit to Alliance of Sahel States, Mali first stop. Okay, so makes first stop in Mali. So the President John Dramani Mahama is visiting the Sahel states where we have Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. So the president has decided to visit these people to strengthen the ties, to ensure that these people are back into the ECOWAS and also AU. I think mostly ECOWAS, and that is one of the reasons. And also to strengthen our bilateral ties as neighbors. Now, so that is it. Close down cement factories producing substandard products. And so the government is also being advised that those cement factories that are not producing up to the standard should be closed down. Why am I in agreement with this? But seriously, I am in agreement with this. All right. Okay. Then again, let's move on. Let's go to another paper for you. Daily Guide. Ghana Mali forge stronger trade ties. So like I told you, the president is currently in Mali. In fact, he's visiting all the Sahel states, and Mali has to be the first stop. So he was there yesterday, and the understanding, the whole issue is to ensure that Mali and Ghana, our ties become stronger. So National Service Authority Ghost names. NIB detains Gifty Owaremensa. So we remember that she was on the wanted list for some time. Luckily, last week she came back. But she has now been detained by the National Investigations Bureau. Okay? Yes, for the issues of ghost name. Afenyo Makin eulogizes J.B. Dankwa. So we all remember J.B. Dankwa, one of the big six. Yeah, one of the big six. And what is the story? So over the period, there has been a lot of back and forth in our history, and this has been told, retold, twisted, framed, reshaped, remade, and all of that to prove various points. Now, just like in those days when Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and Dr. J.B. Dankwa were actually mostly opposing each other, mostly having problems with each other till today. They are generations. In fact, they are children, they are grandchildren, they are family members, they are sympathizers, they are lovers, they are communities, are still in this thing, hitting on each other every now and then, calling names. When I keep saying this, that these are two men we should have picked a lot from, but because of, I don't know if I should call it bitterness or whatever it is, it became very difficult for them to come together, and today we are seeing the same problem. All right, now GRA intercepts 20.6 million Ghana cedis illicit cigarettes and tapentadol in northern region. I don't know what tapentadol is, but I'm sure once it has been qualified to be an illicit drug, that's a very serious issue. So in northern Ghana, those things were intercepted by the Ghana Revenue Authority. Election petition against Techimai South MP dismissed. Case closed over there. Nothing else to say. Let's move away from the Daily Guide. I'll bring you the Ghanaian publisher. The Ghanaian publisher says, Mahama not save Techimai South MP petitions Parliament. Okay, so we just talked about the Techimai South MP where the election petition was dropped against him, and here in the new publisher, he has made a statement and has petitioned Parliament that the president's travel, especially to the Sahel states, is not safe. And so those who are organizing and arranging such travels should be careful. As simple as that. J.B. Dankwa gave us the name Ghana. Stop the evil lies against him. Now, let me repeat that J.B. Dankwa and Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So Dr. J.B. Dankwa and Dr. Kwame Nkrumah has always have this problem. Today it is still evident because they are sympathizers, they are followers, they are disciples, I should call it like that, are always on each other's neck. And this is one of it. But then, what Apenyumakin is saying is that the name Ghana was given to the country by J.B. Dankwa. This is something we can still go into, okay? This is something we can still enter. This is something we can still try to understand. This is something we can debate. We can fact check along the way. All right. Bole bans expensive Islamic weddings. One of the most people thought it was this hilarious to for the chief imam of Bole to come up with such an instruction. And so, once again we are divided. There are people who believe it's none of his business, and there are people who believe that yes, he should be able to come up with that directive. Now, let's also understand that when it comes to religious and up to some extent traditional issues, especially traditional issues, and up to some extent religious issues, the chief imam holds a lot of power. Whether he can direct these or not, I still don't know. But one of the things I know is that when he realizes that people are not being traditional, safely traditional as they should be, he would still have to come up with something. And so this is one of them. Something that is not the culture of the people. So this is what I keep saying. We need our people to be custodians of our culture and our customs. And this is where my argument goes. And being a custodian, being a watchdog over some of these things, I think it is apt. But then it should not be a directive. I think it should be a suggestion, a stronger suggestion to the people. Now, what would these expensive weddings and gatherings bring about? All right. But anyway, the directive is out. Let's go to the Ghanaian Times. Now, this one says, groundbreaking research in Buruli ulcer. KNUST Dawn invents diagnostic tool, first of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa. Ghana is also making another history here again. So this lecturer at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology just came up with a diagnostic tool, say an equipment to deal or diagnose Buruli ulcer. I don't know how that works. I don't know what Buruli ulcer is, but that is what we have. But I think it's more like, excuse me to say, kind of an undying sore on you. All right. Okay. Now let's move on. Let's move on to. So still in the Ghanaian Times, I have something here I can pick from the Ghanaian Times. Let me make it a little bigger so I can read. Education Minister calls on Indonesia to establish Islamic Medical University in Northern Ghana. And so this is a very great call. So a medical university in Ghana would be apt. Having it in the north would be a plus. Making it an Islamic medical university is one of the things I am a little upbeat about. I know very well that when it comes to science and medicine, Islam has some advanced technologies, and so we are hoping that some of these would be implemented over there. President embarks on good neighborliness trip. So I told we mentioned that in a few of the papers, and then we also told you how the Techiman South MP thinks that the president is not safe traveling to these countries. All right. So that is also it. Let's move away from the Ghanaian Times. Our time is almost up. The Daily Searchlight, guilty or already detained by the National Investigations Bureau over NSA payroll fraud probe. We know that the story has been here for a very long time, and here we are currently. Now, remember we used to, or we were talking about the ban on these gunfires during festivals, especially traditional festivals. When you go to Achim Anamase, where there was an installation of a new chief, 10 people have been injured by gunfire during this installation of the chief. And this is something we need. I said it the other time, we need a broader discussion on this particular issue. And I keep saying that those who would help to solve the issue would have to be our traditional leaders. They would have to look at it. What kind of guns can be fired, how it should be turned, and all of that. Now, if they don't bring up a standard where people will not be injured, If they don't do it, government might be forced to say, don't even fire such arms at festivals, and that will bring the beauty of the festival down completely. In fact, the kind of aura surrounding our traditional festivals, the shooting of guns, the sounds alone have some effect. And so if our traditional leaders don't do anything about it, government will do something about it, and I'm sure whatever it is government will do about it, our traditional leaders will not love it. And that is why the traditional leaders must quickly do something about it. Some people have been injured. Kofi Adoma is fighting for his life at the moment because of things of this sort. Now, land grab. President Mahama and IGP urged to intervene in agenda dispute. So there is always issues of how do you call it? Issues of this land disputes and all of that. And so I don't know why that the president would have to come in on this, but that is what they are saying. I'm not so interested in it. IGP pays last respects to late mother-in-law at Vakpotoji. So IGP was in the Volta region for a funeral. Vakpotoji in the Volta region, North Dine district of the Volta region. The IGP was there, and from the pictures I see the IGP in a handshake with the Honorable Regional Minister James Gunu. This one says Sosu, Kasati and Bamba to serve on General Legal Council. Okay, so General Legal Council has also made some changes over there, some calls up. Now let's do the last one from the Daily Analyst. Mahama visits Burkina Faso today. So yesterday was Mali, today will be our own Burkina Faso. OSP investigation, Uforiata breaks silence, and I don't know what he has to say, but the former finance minister Ken Uforiata has also made some statements with regards to the ongoing investigation by the Office of the Special Prosecutor against him. Pollution of River Anankore. Minister warns Chinese firm. Oh, so what are they doing? Galamsey? What are they doing? Fishing? Should they be warned? If they've done it wrong, they should be closed down. Simple. What is the warning? These people will not listen. Tomorrow you see them there doing the same thing you warn them about. Let's be fast on this kind of issues. So over 20.6 million worth Ghana cedis worth of illicit products seized at Tamale. So it's not just in the northern region, it is in Tamale. That is what the Daily Analyst just told us. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where I bring today's From the Papers to an end for you. Thank you for joining me, and do join me tomorrow once again. And hopefully at 4 p.m. we will bring you Afenya Jojo, which is a news program in Ever. Then we'll also bring you other ones in the day. Don't forget to visit our website www.afenyamedia.com now and always for your news updates. And don't also forget, if you have not yet liked and followed our page Afenya Media, please do. Now this particular show will also be posted after this on our YouTube channel. So you go to YouTube, just look for Afenya Media, and you will get it over there. Thank you once again. My name is Dumevi Kwame Apollo, and I will be back here tomorrow covering all the newspapers that I can get tomorrow for you. Now, don't forget, Afenya Media will bring you, is ready to always help you with your live coverage of any program at all. We do live video production and will always be at your service. Once again, do have a nice day. Bye-bye.